Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic day on planet Earth. As you can probably see, it's a bit misty. Oh, it's not anymore. It was misty. That was weird. It's 7 degrees and I've got no thermal protection on because I'm a man, I can take it. By the time I get to work, I'm not going to be saying that. I've only done a mile and my neck's already cold. So I might have trouble speaking. Oh, look at this road. This road is so nice now. Oh, it's just beautiful. I want to stop and hug it. It's the best road ever. And it was the worst road ever. And the last time I came along here, it was raining. So I didn't get to enjoy the beautiful, beautiful smoothness of it. Somebody mentioned in the last video that I did about defensive driving. And now I need to explain something. Obviously, the people who think about defensive driving don't actually live in the UK. The quality of driving on the roads in the UK over the last few years has dropped drastically. And what seems to happen now is it's every man for himself. Oh God, I can't really explain it. If you ride a motorbike, then you'll know exactly what I mean. Sitting in the left-hand third tooth bollocks. If you get this lane here on the left and you split it into three, so you've got the left, the middle, and the right. If I sit in the right-hand side and somebody wants to get past you, they'll get past you. It doesn't matter what the cost, they'll get past you. Oh shit! Oh, I didn't know that hole was there. Oh, and there's a ramp. Oh shit! If I sit in the middle of the road, or this lane, I'm then stuck in all the gravel and the loose crap that cars kick up, and if it's wet, then I sit in the worst part ever, the most greasiest part of the road, which is completely bloody dangerous. So in my eyes, the safest place you can actually sit is on the left third of the road, purely because it's the safest, and I don't really give a shit. If anyone wants to argue it, they can do. Oh, come on. Change. When I was a motorbikeist, oh, two-stroke. Oh, nothing finer than the smell of two-stroke. Anyway, when I was a motorbikeist, I always used to sit either in the middle or the left-hand side. Very rarely on the right-hand side, unless I'm getting ready to overtake somebody, which was most days. So I reckon the safest part of the road is actually on this left-hand third, which is where I'm sitting now. Any other place, I don't class it as safe. And I'll tell you something else. These batteries are starting to sag. They've had 200 and something charges gone through them, and they are starting to. They're not losing. Well, I don't know, losing the capacity sort of thing. So fortunately, I suppose it's about the right time to change them. And because the weather's getting cold, this is the only day this week that I've actually been able to get out on the bike because of the weather, because it being either too bloody cold or raining or you know. So I think I'm pretty close to actually stripping it down and doing version 3. And I know you want me to, but I'm not going to do it. I am not doing it. I'll do this though. Sorry, mate. Anyway, on to version 3. Version 3, the plans are quite solid at the minute. I'm not seen to be changing a lot to it. I've got my Arduino spot welder that you've probably already seen the video on. I've done a test battery. Oh, now these lights. Oh, he's bobbing. Bobbing your head to Alice DJ. Lovely. Oh, give me that 2-stroke, man. See ya, pal. When you're spot welding nickel strips, obviously you have to bear in mind the thickness of the nickel that you actually need to handle the current, because otherwise you won't have much nickel left. Oh, my lips are going numb, I can't speak. You've got quite a few factors to consider, which I've found out. I mean, the one thing is the current that you're actually putting through it. The other thing is the thickness of the nickel, and also the pulse width of the shot that you put through the spot weld. If your nickel's too thin, number one, when you build your battery, when you've got your battery done, it's just going to blow the things to bloody pieces. So you have to have nickel according to your current drain. So I'm going to be drawing about 300 amps, but the battery, each one of these cells will handle 50 amps. So I only need enough current to actually I only need enough nickel to handle the 50 amp current. So I'm using 0.2, I think it's 0.2 nickel, which is probably the thickest I can actually spot weld, but I may even have to double it up. I was going to build a Tesla battery, but ow. I was going to build a Tesla battery, or a Tesla style battery, so every cell had its own fuse, but yeah, it's not really a DIY thing, it's more of a manufacturing thing, and I can't do it. Well, I can do it, but I can't be arsed. Oh, VBMS, the sales are going quite well actually. I think there's about 50 people. I don't fully understand how Google Play Store works, or the stats or anything, because it says something like active users 32, installs 50. I don't quite understand that. I don't know if they class an active user as somebody who uses it all the time or what. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't understand. I'm not really in a talkative mood today because I'm cold. I am cold. Oh, why didn't I put something on? Some thermal clothing. I've got bloody heating gloves and I didn't use them. And my fingers are cold now. How many people are sitting there and saying, pedal you lazy bastard, get some pedalling done, then you'll warm up? Bollocks, this is an electric bike, I built it so I don't have to pedal. Turn your headlights off, you dick. Oh, it's the milkman. Oh, the battery, the car, right, I was going to talk about the car, wasn't I? While I think about it. What happened was, I got in the car, oh God, I can't, my lips won't move anymore. I hadn't used the car all weekend, because I was out on this and, you know, having fun and shit. Anyway, I got in the car, turned the ignition on, nothing happened. It just went click, 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 click. Now, I used to be a mechanic, but it got me completely bloody stumped. I was thinking, well, what the hell's been draining the battery? It can't be the alarm, it can't be the interior light, because that wasn't left on. Anyway, when I went to work and I came back home and everything, on my way home I thought, I've got a flat full of batteries. I have got so many batteries in there. So anyway, I got a 3S battery, took it downstairs, hooked it up to the car battery and left it for about 10 minutes to charge it up a bit. Started up first time, no problem. Went for a run, no problem whatsoever. And it's never done it since. Now I found out that what it was, well, what I think it is anyway, there's a pump on the motor. A pump on the motor. There's a pump on the engine. It's a diesel pump. And I think what was happening was, I hate this road. I think what was happening was the pump was getting stuck, or there was a solenoid of some kind. Because I did look on internet. I looked on the internet and they said it's not a common thing, but it does happen. Oh my God, that's gone cold! Holy shit! Oh, why here? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, that's cold. The pump was stuck, or the solenoid was stuck. Anyway, after I jump started it, and I turned, when I jump started it, I could hear this buzzing sound. So it is a solenoid that's getting jammed. But I found out that if you wiggle the ignition on and off, it turns itself off. It's only ever come on once and stuck on once. I'm a bit worried about this battery level. It's not sagging. I mean, if I open the throttle, it's got plenty of power, but it's losing its capacity. Although when you charge it up, it does seem to be putting the full 16 or 8 ampere hours, which is what I use. 8 ampere hours in the battery. I don't know if it's that, or I'm just getting a bit more heavy with the throttle. My God, my mirror's iced up. I didn't think it was that cold. There's actually ice on my mirror. This is probably the last time looking at the forecast and everything, and I'm going to have to put my heating on and everything. And I said I'd start building version 3 when I put my heating on in the house. Because yeah, I don't like to put the heating on because it costs a lot of money. It's going to start getting stripped down very, very soon. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the flip-flop. Yeah, I'm nearly at work now. My lips are completely bloody numb now. So I'll catch you next time. And remember, life is definitely worth living on this measly earth. Get out there and enjoy the things that make you smile, and bollocks to what everybody else thinks.